I nearly completely wasted my 20s. I started off pretty much ruining them at the start of my 20s. I started off doing everything completely wrong and I was set up for failure. I luckily managed to turn it around. My 20s have become unbelievably productive. They made me stronger, faster, richer than I ever thought possible. So if you want to completely ruin and waste your 20s, follow everything that I tell you on this list. Number 1, never listen to your gut feelings or get in tune with your intuition. Everyone has an intuition that is inbuilt. It is called the gut feeling. It is the feelings you get in your belly, the feeling that you know that something is either right or wrong on a deep level. In the start of my 20s, I ignored this feeling. I thought with my brain exclusively. And I thought whilst inebriated, whilst on substances. And I dulled my intuition. I did not listen to it. Intuition is there to guide you to the place you want to be, where you need to be, and where you will be happiest in life. If you want to ruin your 20s, you never listen to that gut feeling. What I've managed to do is listen to that feeling. Listen to what my soul wants on a deep level. Listen to when it trusts or doesn't trust people, because it is nearly always correct. And if you never listen to your gut, you will find yourself lost. This normally comes from excessive social media, excessive belief in other people's opinions, wanting to fit in with the crowd. And you begin to stop using and ignore the gut feeling that guides you through life to a path that you should be on. So if you want to waste your 20s, never listen to your gut. Never follow your gut instinct. Never believe in your intuition. The next is play scared. I started my 20s, I played scared. I went the normal route. I went to university, got a sales job, 9 to 5, settled down with a girlfriend. This is called playing scared. Your 20s, you are full with the most energy, the most life force, the most determination, the most testosterone that you'll ever have in your life. This is exactly the time that you should be taking risks, that you should be going all in. You can entirely risk your 20s and fix everything in your 30s if it doesn't go right. But what you can't do is regain the energy that you had in your 20s, in your 30s, to try all these things again. By the time you're in your 30s, that's when things start getting a little more difficult. And that doesn't mean anything's impossible at any age for people watching this video. I'm just in my 20s, so that's what I'll talk on. But the energy that you have when you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, it's unbelievable. And it's also not that weird to be starting fresh at 30. So for Christ's sake, if you want to ruin your 20s, never take any risks. Play scared. Number 3 is get a safe job. If you want to ruin your 20s, get a safe job. Why? Because safe jobs make you lazy. They make you complacent and they keep you stuck. You go into the job world. The alternate reality of job world. This is a dark, dark land that one should not venture into. It is like a Venus flytrap. You go inside to eat the sticky nectar inside of the Venus flytrap, and before you know, it has slowly closed and stuck you inside and swallowed you up. This is what the 9 to 5 is designed to do. That is what company culture is designed to do. Give you a life you cannot leave. Something that's not quite painful enough for you to make a change, but never good enough for you to be fulfilled. And that's a very dangerous trap. Because instead of using the energy you've got in your 20s, you turn up and everything around you indoctrinates you into thinking it's the right option. That's the more dangerous part. Not the fact that you've got a job. Everyone needs a job when they're getting started, trying to earn some money to go in for their own thing. But the world of the job, you get a girlfriend at work or get friends at work, and then you are in a different ecosystem, and the highest earner's doing 100K a year. And he seems like God there. So you just want to be that version of God. When all the time on the outside of the world, there's guys making 100K a month, 200K a month, 300K a month, living lives of their dreams that you don't see, that you don't get to be around because you are trapped in an alternate universe that is designed to keep you small, designed to keep you a worker. This is not something you want to do in your 20s. This is how you ruin your 20s. You believe in an alternate universe that does not actually exist, that is not the real world. You become the big fish in a small pond. You get your validation from your boss and your co-workers. This is dangerous for a man. Avoid at all costs. Unless you want to ruin your 20s, of course, then Go and sit at the office. Go and get in your cubicle. Enjoy your fucking free snacks on a Friday. Enjoy Friday pizza and being able to come in your fucking pajamas. Are we having a laugh here? Are we joking? No, this is genuinely what happens. It's what happened at my 9 to 5. Oh, today's pajama day. Come in your pajamas and eat pizza at your desk. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thanks, boss. Oh, this is the best day ever. I love Friday pizza and pajama day. Yeah, looking from the outside, that's pretty fucking retarded. And you all can realise that. They're giving you they're chucking you a couple of fucking crumbs here and there. Have a pizza. You can have pizza whenever you fucking want. You can wear your pajamas all day if you choose. All you need to do is learn a skill, build a business, make money, travel the world, do whatever the fuck you want. That's what I did. I decided to go in on my own when it was scary in my 20s. I went out to try and find something for me, to keep the whole pie. And I documented my journey of becoming this person on social media. And then I taught other people how to do what I do. And sold that to people. And that's what we do now. We help people build that life, escape their 9 to 5s, build a life where they inspire, even if it's just a small amount of people, 100 people. They get them as clients. It's not the most difficult thing in the world. If you want to understand how to do it, check out Icon Blueprint down below. The next one, after stay in a safe job, is stay in your hometown. If you want to ruin your 20s, stay in the exact place you grew up, around these people that will remain the same for the rest of their lives. And I've nothing against the people from my hometown. I have nothing against them for wanting that life. This video is for people that want more. And I was one of those people, and I left. And then you leave and you realize how big the world is. You realize how much is going on and how brimming with opportunity it is, and how now you're not held down by the opinions and the person that everyone in your hometown believes you to be. You can watch it in your own family, you can watch it with your own friends. Try and be someone different. Post on social media and see what their response is. It is not often encouragement. It is, what are you trying to do? Why are you trying to be that way? It's crabs in a bucket, they will pull you down. The best things I ever did at 18 years old was leave my hometown. And then I left the town that I'd got my 9 to 5 in and went to Thailand. And then I got comfortable in Thailand and I left to Dubai. You need new environments to become a new person, because the people you spend the most time with are the people that you end up becoming like. And sometimes it means leveling up. This doesn't mean you hate those people, you never talk to them. I still talk to people from my hometown, I still love them, I go back and I fit back into their world. And I come in viewed as a different person now, like a superstar returning home, or a sworn enemy returning home to some people, as I'm not the most liked person in the world. But certainly not the worst. But I like that. I like going back and seeing the normalcy of their lives, and I don't think it's bad. I find it quite endearing to them. But I like to go back and enjoy it now, and know that I've got my own world, my own life, that I can welcome them into at times. And some people you bring up, you pass a hand down and you bring up because they really want it too. And some people are happy to stay normal. But if you want to ruin your 20s, stay in the same place. Don't explore, don't see what the world has to offer, and don't meet anyone inspiring, if that's what you want to do. The next one is smoke weed. If you want to become a vegetable or someone who amounts to absolutely nothing, smoke weed on a regular basis. Because that will destroy your ambition as a man and make you impeccably lazy. Very, very lazy. I lived in a house at university where everyone smoked weed in the mornings. I was not ever the biggest fan of weed, though I have smoked it. But these guys would smoke weed from morning to night and they did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Vegetables, complete vegetables, no money, barely went to uni, and just watch music videos. Watch music videos all day, bopping around their rooms, pretending to be gangsters. And I just found it sickening. I'd say, guys, you want to go out, play fucking football, or go to the pub, or pick up some girls, or do things fun, not even work. Shall we just go and pick up some girls and get drunk? Let's go to the pub. Why are you sitting in your room watching music videos of Little Baby and Little Yachty and whoever these other people are? And I could never get my head around it. And I just see it with people. People lose their minds smoking weed. They become paranoid schizophrenics. They become incredibly hard to be friends with. They become selfish. They become lazy. I'm not against the occasional smoke of a joint. I've done it and found it incredibly creative. like super creative and really enjoyable. But I'm talking like, I'm in like once or twice a year fucking territory. If I go to Thailand or something where it's legal, or some places in America where it's legal, and then that's fun. Like, that's an enjoyable thing to do. But if you want to ruin your life, just smoke weed every day. Just do that. You'll just be a lazy bastard. You won't amount to anything. The other one, this one's more my trap, to be honest. I wasn't a big weed fan, but I was a big drinker. Loved a drink. Just loved the feeling of drinking. Loved the euphoria, the relaxed feeling of just being out of my mind, just being quiet from my mind for a minute. But what it does is it also steals your energy, and whilst putting all of your energy into non-productive tasks. So if you think about it very logically, you go to the pub and drink and chat shit with your friends, and you achieve nothing. And then the next day, rather than be full of energy on the weekend, for example, where you could start learning and developing yourself and changing your life, instead of being able to do that, you now feel hungover. So you get a pizza, you hang out, you talk a bit more shit, have a few more beers to cure the hangover from the day before, and before you know it, you've wasted the entire weekend. Most people do this through their entire 20s. They live completely sedated through the week in their jobs to use what little money they have to forget that pain of not becoming a version of themselves that they're proud of. And they waste their entire time that they could be using to improve their lives. And then they go back to their job and sit there like a vegetable, never being aware of what they're doing. And then they wake up at 30 years old and they go, holy fuck, where did this belly come from? Why am I still fucking broke? Why do girls not like me? Why have I not achieved anything? And why am I fucking depressed? And that's why, because it appears fun, and I've done it. I have done it. I've drank a shit ton. I've enjoyed times drinking, but it cannot be your regular life. It cannot be your regular life if you want to achieve anything great. Sobriety leads to greatness, because sobriety gives you energy and clarity, and that's what you need. Energy, clarity, and focus help you break out the chains. If you don't have that, it's almost impossible to break out, and that's why society is designed this way. It's why there's public drinking houses to drink poison, heavily taxed poison. It makes perfect sense. Dull their senses, make them happy with nothing, so they work for you at the top. That's the design of our culture. There's no problem with it. It's a very smart game. Well done to the people at the top. Be one of the ones at the top. That's all I'm saying, is realize that they're giving you this and making it readily and easily available so that it numbs your pain, so that you never break out, because someone has to, as they say, flip the fucking burgers. Another one would be more interested in sport than your own life. Men have an innate desire to be part of a tribe and be competitive. Now, in a man that takes hold and control of his life, this bleeds through beautifully in his addiction to his own prowess, his own business, improving his physique and his body, competing in sport. But if you become more interested in other men playing sport than your own life, you will ruin your 20s. You want to become part of a pack, that's why you watch sport. But you are scared, or maybe don't have the energy to achieve things in your own life. So you live vicariously through another man, living his best life, watching him play sport, going to the football, drinking some beers with the boys. Yeah, our team won, we're the champions. No, you're not a champion. You're not a champion at all. You're a beer drinking fatty who goes out on the weekend and wastes all his time and actually has not a fucking pot to piss in. Sounds very incredibly harsh, will make people very uncomfortable me saying that, but it's entirely true. The only people that should be watching sport or enjoying that stuff is people that have achieved something in their own life. If you're very happy with your own life right now, if you're making good money for you, even that doesn't have to be for me, like if you think you're making enough, you're in good shape, you're enjoying your life, and you want to go and enjoy a weekend and watch some sport and you're into it and you feel happy with your life, fair fucking enough. Go and do that. But if you wake up every day unhappy and you don't have enough money, the last fucking thing you should be doing is cheering for a team, because they ain't cheering for you, buddy. They ain't wishing you the best. They're not supporters of you, and they are stealing your energy in your 20s. Another one is wank, full stop, especially wanking in the mornings. There is no worse way to start your day than to release your seed. One thing you should realize in your 20s is your energy to reproduce, your sex drive, can become your success drive. Most men only become, traditionally, it seems skewed now because of the way of the world, but traditionally men become successful in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Why? Because their testosterone comes down and they learn to harness their sexual drive. Now, if you can learn to harness your sexual drive for work, for changing your life in your 20s, you will become far more successful. This means taking the energy of being horny, the energy of wanting to reproduce, and instead focusing that energy, rather than touching yourself, focus that fucking energy into improving your life, into going to the gym. You should be so tired at the end of the day, you can't even think about having a fucking wank. Because you're like, holy fuck, I'm absolutely knackered. I don't want to do that. If you're addicted to it, you have to unaddict to it, okay? Put yourself in situations where you can't do that. Do not watch porn. Do not fucking watch porn. Do not touch yourself. Do not masturbate. The only time your seed should be going anywhere is when it's going on or inside a woman, to which you should also be careful for various reasons that could ruin your 20s. But I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as just wanking your life away. Because something pretty strange happens. You stop wanking, you're full of energy. Your memory increases around week 2, I can tell you that, guaranteed. Week 2, you have memory recall like you've never had before. The benefits continue and continue and continue. It's not about just testosterone. There's some spiritual fucking voodoo shit going on here, because when you stop doing that, your life gets exponentially better and you start getting things done. But you'll find a month of doing that, you'll be like, holy fuck, I am so fucking horny. I need to find a woman. And then you go out and try and find a woman or speak to one, and you'll get a very real reality check of who you are. And a woman might not want you. To which you then take that pain and you use it in the gym. And you take that pain and you use it in business. And before you know it, it might take a couple of years. A girl comes up to you and wants your number and wants to be a part of your life. And you never have to worry about getting a woman again. Worth it if you ask me, if you can be that guy by 25, 26, rather than the guy that's still wanking in his bedroom, scared to look somebody in the eye. But just my opinion, if you want to ruin your 20s, have a wank every morning for breakfast. That'll help you. Quick wank and some cornflakes. Good lad. And that is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's probably more I could say that ruin your 20s, but they're just a few of the main ones. Like, stay away from that stuff. I give all my advice with love, because I want to see you succeed. I don't want to rub it in your face or make you feel bad. Actually, I want to make you feel bad so you change. But it comes from a place of love. So hopefully if you're doing any of them, stop crossing them off, and your 20s can be a really wonderful fucking thing. Your 20s can be incredible. You can have fun. You can make money. You can be in the best shape of your life. You can get women if you follow those steps. Great to see you again. And I'll see you on the next one. Whoopah!